Have you ever wondered why the Peloponnesian War, a conflict that occurred over 2 millennia ago, still captures the imagination of historians worldwide? This war, waged between the city-states of ancient Greece, holds a unique place in history. It's a treasure trove for understanding the complexities of political maneuvering, military tactics, and strategic decision-making. The echoes of this ancient conflict continue to resonate, influencing modern thought and strategy. So, are you ready to dive into the past? Let's unravel this historical enigma together. The Peloponnesian War didn't erupt in a vacuum. It was the culmination of years of political tension and rivalry between Athens and Sparta. In the grand amphitheater of history, these two formidable powerhouses had been jostling for influence and control over the Greek city-states. In the wake of the Persian Wars, Athens established the Delian League, a coalition of city-states aimed at safeguarding Greece against Persian invasions. Yet over time, the league morphed into an Athenian empire, with Athens wielding enormous power and control. Meanwhile, Sparta, the military heavyweight of Greece, formed the Peloponnesian League, a counterweight to the Delian League's dominance. The increasing animosity between these two leagues, fueled by a complex mix of fear, pride, and ambition, eventually ignited the fuse of war. In 431 BC, the simmering tensions reached a boiling point, leading to the declaration of what would become a protracted and devastating conflict. And so, the stage was set for a war that would shake the very foundations of the ancient world. The Peloponnesian War was not a single, continuous conflict, but a series of wars interspersed with periods of uneasy peace. As the third decade of the 5th century BC unfolded, the city of Athens was struck by a devastating plague. This outbreak claimed the lives of a significant portion of its population, including the influential statesman Pericles. The plague weakened Athens both physically and morally, but the city held on, refusing to surrender to Spartan demands. The war took a dramatic turn with the ambitious Sicilian expedition. Launched in 415 BC, this Athenian attempt to conquer Sicily ended in a catastrophic failure. The loss of their expeditionary force dealt a heavy blow to Athenian morale and military strength. Yet, the Athenians, ever resilient, managed to bounce back. They rebuilt their fleet and won a series of naval victories. However, their success was not to last. Their allies began to revolt, tired of Athenian dominance. The revolts further strained Athens' resources, and its empire began to crumble. The final turning point came in 404 BC. Sparta, backed by Persian gold, built a fleet that finally bested the Athenian navy at Aegospotami. This Spartan victory cut off Athens' grain supply, leaving the city starving and desperate. In the face of such adversity, Athens had no choice but to surrender. The walls of the city were torn down, its fleet was dismantled, and it was forced to become a subject ally of Sparta. The once proud and mighty city was humbled, its golden age brought to a sudden and tragic end. The war ended with the once mighty Athens humbled and Sparta established as the dominant power in Greece. This was the Peloponnesian War, a war that reshaped the Greek world, a war of high ambitions and harsh realities, a war where the only certainty was uncertainty and the only constant change. The Peloponnesian War left a lasting imprint on the history of Greece and the world. Its immediate aftermath was characterized by political turbulence, with Athens witnessing the fall of its cherished democracy. The once mighty city-state was forced to submit to Spartan rule, marking a brief period of Spartan supremacy. But the effects of the war rippled far beyond these immediate changes. The prolonged conflict had drained the resources of the Greek city-states, leaving them weakened and vulnerable. This power vacuum set the stage for the rise of a new power, Macedonia. Indeed, the Peloponnesian War in many ways marked the end of the golden age of Greece. Yet it also set in motion a chain of events that would reshape the political and cultural landscape of the region. While the cost was high, the legacy of the conflict played a pivotal role in shaping the world as we know it. While the Peloponnesian War marked the end of the golden age of Greece, it also set the stage for a new era of political and cultural change. So, what do we take away from the epic saga of the Peloponnesian War? We've journeyed together through the causes, the brutal conflict, and the far-reaching consequences of this monumental clash. From the power struggles that ignited the war, to the fall of Athens marking its dramatic end, and the enduring legacy that shapes our world today. The Peloponnesian War, a testament to the human struggle for power and dominance, continues to echo through the ages, reminding us of the timeless lessons history has to offer.